Whoa, whoa. Hello friends, PatriotJohnAdams back again, making an update. It looks like the Bitcoin price is about to break out for another time. Here in 2016, it is December 22nd. Today at 12:15 p.m. It looks like Bitcoin is breaking out into an exponential upward curve. We're going to look at charts in just 1 second. I did also want to let y'all know I've been working very hard. I've been working on a farm as well. I've been continuing my tutoring. Main thing I've been trying to focus on is getting rid of my debts. I've eliminated about half of all of my credit card debt, so that's helped me out a great bit. That's why I haven't been online so much. I've literally been working literally 60 hours a week, day in, day out, 6 days a week at least. And any day I'm not working, I have to keep up with chores and everything like that. So that's part of the economic collapse, is that we're all just going to have a lot less time and money available to go to things like YouTube and other different, this is basically an accessory to your life. You don't absolutely have to have YouTube, but you do have to have food. I have to have food, I have to have money. You're allowed to donate here if you want to. I would greatly appreciate that. We may even be able to get Dodger some food too. But either way, I'm glad that y'all are here. Y'all stay tuned, be sure to follow, share this work, and we're going to get to the charts now. Alright y'all, so here we're going to be looking at the price. You stay there, Teddy. Nope. You stay. Get down. You get down. Alright, here we go. So let's get into this price here. Right now we're looking at all. So this is the last about 5 years or so of data since around 2011 when Bitcoin originated. There's been several peaks since that time. You see here is the first main one. Some of these are so small now looking that you can barely see them, like in comparison to the rest of the graph. So that's the second one. If you actually look at the distance in time, that's about a year and a half. Then we had this third peak here, which occurred just a few months later. Less than 1 year after that peak, we had another peak. So likely, since those were so close together, that's what's causing this next peak to be so late. It looks pretty clear here that there hasn't been a peak since this peak. Although, as we zoom in on this chart here, you'll be able to tell it looks like it is starting to go exponential. Obviously it would have been a decent time to buy, like right here up to there, but the reason I haven't really said anything about much of anything is just there hasn't really been all that much changing since this. I correctly predicted this peak here, which can prove to you over here on my YouTube channel. So 3 years ago I told you about the Bitcoin price spike in 2013. You can watch all those videos. There is a playlist to that. I'll leave a link to that in the description. You can see that I correctly predicted the last Bitcoin price spike. The reason I haven't said anything up until this point is because it's just been very questionable. Although at this point I can say with great certainty, relatively high certainty, that it appears Bitcoin is about to exponentially break out. The actual gains are very uncertain because of the fact that this all depends on the different basically global events that are happening. Global, especially Spain right now. Spain is having cash transactions restricted to $1,080. So there is a lot going on in the world. There's many countries collapsing, like Venezuela's in full-blown collapse. Spain is heading down. The United States is greatly heading down. Any country that's, kind of in the same financial boat as the United States could likely head down. Maybe even countries such as Switzerland, Norway, Germany, pretty much all of Western Europe. It's possible that most of the Western society could suffer. So you don't want to be one of those. So you may want to look into getting Bitcoin. Bitcoin over the past year has been in a steady uprise. However, these gains aren't really enough to actually make like severe profits. Not that it would have been bad to invest down here at 370 back in February 1st of 2016, just about 10 months ago. So you could have overly doubled your money in 10 months. That's incredibly good, although I didn't believe the certainty was absolutely, it just wasn't very certain. But now that I look back, it seems like it was kind of obvious, though a year is a very long time to wait. What I'm trying to tell you now is that I believe at this moment you could buy Bitcoin and make a great deal of money in the short term. This is my personal opinion. So I don't think that this is financial advice. I wouldn't risk a large amount of money on this, especially money which you need to survive at the current moment. Though I am predicting that Bitcoin will go to a very much higher price over the next 3 months. It looks like it is completely spiking out basically. Is this due to Spain restricting cash transactions? Very likely. That is likely. Let me get an article of that. Here we're looking at this article. Limits are being placed on cash payments in Spain. The limits do actually vary depending on basically your tax status, but I'll leave a link to this article. It's very obvious that this is not good for an economy to limit transactions. So you're limiting the amount of trade which can happen. I mean, that's exactly what's going on. If you're limiting transactions, then you're limiting trade. And the most likely trade that they're going to be reducing is going to be black market trade, which does actually drive it's a base to the economy. If the white economy, as you could call it, if that was to be totally eliminated, then all we would have left is the black market, which could be going on in Spain, considering that here in the United States people have to trade raw milk sometimes. They can't sell their raw milk, and strange different things like that going on with food supplies. Any one of us could become a black marketeer, and if we don't have a method to trade by, then it's not going to work out. Somehow we have to be able to trade. Barter is not as efficient as having an equal means of trade such as gold or silver or possibly Bitcoin. So we are actually in a very strange time. Here is a video I put out in May of 2013, late May 2013, and I said that interest rates are going to begin an epic rise. And they just have seemed to begin doing this. So you can see this video where I predicted back over 3 years ago that this was going to happen. Here we can look at the current rates as they are. So let's see, we can predict. This is the exact point right around there where I said that they were going to begin an epic rise. And if you look at that, just a month or two later that they actually bottomed out, or maybe a couple months later, they bottomed out right about there, and this is the rise, which is now pretty certain that this is going to continue. This is a very strange pattern. This is like you're looking at a jogger, and they've jogged for 100 miles, and now they're completely out of water, they're out of energy, and they're about to croak on the side of the road. So it's very dangerous out there financially. I would be very careful. I wouldn't take this video as financial advice. This is just my personal opinion of what's going on, though you can see that I have correctly predicted things in the past. This is Global Patriot John Adams here with Teddy. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Global Patriot out. Oh, $1 trillion silver too. Y'all remember that?